slide. Read that with me, please. 1, 2, 3.
Somewhere, somehow, some way, so what?
Next. That's it. We're somehow, so what? Some way, next, we're moving forward. We don't have time. We're not here. Hey, look, no. Look, I've got a mission. I'm building a team. I'm going somewhere. This is where I'm going. Are you with me or are you not with me? Are you going to be part of this or not? Because I cannot waste time right now. I'll come back and get you. I will come back and I'll get you. But right now, I'm on a mission. I got to move forward. And if you have that attitude, if you got that strength, people follow people with strength. Isn't that true? Yeah. People follow people with strength and vision, because people don't follow companies. They follow people. You represent that company. When you talk to people, you represent Kyani. So you need to have that vision. You need to have that backbone. You need to have that non-negotiable attitude that this is for you and your family. This opportunity is for you and your family. And when you operate from that position, people will be afraid not to follow you. Isn't that true? You know what? This is this is like if you're courting a girl who has a significant other, girlfriend, spouse, whatever, right? When you're talking to somebody, isn't it true? When you first, especially women, right? If this is all true. I'm telling you, this is the way it is. When you're a guy, you're pursuing a girl, and if the girl's like, oh my God, this guy's calling me all the time. He's calling me all the time. My goodness, he doesn't leave me alone. Look, he's calling me right now. What's wrong with this guy? Versus the guy that says, hey, how you doing? Talks a little bit to the girl, and then doesn't talk to her anymore. All of a sudden, he goes, what's wrong with me? Why isn't he calling me? I really like that guy. What's going on? Isn't that true? Because now you're coming from a place of strength. So gentlemen, I just taught you a way to recruit your next individual. Yes? Give me some notes. Take notes. I'm telling you. Moving forward, mindset. Oh, this is so important. This is all wrapped around that. This is what I call internal communication. How you communicate with your mind. What's going on between here. How you see yourself. Your self-image is so important. Why is mindset so important? Because 95% of success is mental and 5% is physical. 5% is technical. Right now, this morning, this afternoon, we're going to give you everything that it takes for you to become successful, but it's going to be up to you to follow that. It's going to be up to you to be coachable. There's going to be some people in this room that are going to listen to what we have to say and follow it. And there's going to be a percentage of this room that the information is going to go in through one ear and out the other. And they're going to say, you know what, Steve, that's great, but I'm going to do it my way. This is the way I'm going to do it. It's like you going out to a job and the boss says, look, this is what I need you to do. This is what your activity level is. And then you say to your boss, well, I want to do it my way. Imagine that. How long would you have a job? Think about that. So here you need to be coachable because it's all mental. The success is mental. Write this down. The key to winning is the way you respond emotionally to this. If somebody tells you no, do not become emotional over what they tell you no. Greg was talking about that. The next slide is going to highlight that. You need to develop the right mental attitude. You're going to be placed on what's called the emotional roller coaster. The emotional response is the key to winning in this. How do you respond emotionally? This is the most emotional business of all because we're dealing with people. And isn't it true that people are emotional beings? Yeah. Right? Don't we get affected emotionally? Sometimes we've got certain pictures of the way things ought to be in our mind. That things should be this way. And if they're not met this way, we then go down emotionally and say, well, this is not the way I wanted it to be. Well, this is not your world, okay? The world's not revolved around you. So therefore, you need to understand there's going to be some good days and some bad days in this business. Like life, isn't that true? Don't you have good days and bad days in life? Do you quit on life? You say, I'm done. Or how about a child? When a child begins to walk, they're crawling first. Imagine if a child made a mental development to say, when they first start crawling and they start walking, and then remember when children are walking, they're like wobbly, like ooh, right, walking, and then they run really fast, right? Because they don't want to fall down. Imagine if the child falls and says, I'm done walking. I quit. This walking thing for me is it's too difficult. I'm going to crawl my whole life, right? Like, come on. I'm serious because there's some people in this room that you need to develop what I call mental toughness. You understand that? Mental toughness. And you have the ability to develop that if you want it. The person that's responsible for success in this business is a person that you see in the mirror every single day. That's the person who's responsible. You need to take responsibility for yourself. Say, well, what am I being emotional about? What's the issue here? There's a solution to every single thing. Isn't it true that Kyani is going to have some issues? Isn't it true that does a company have issues?
Yeah.
Isn't it true that there's some things that are out of our hands?
Yeah.
And when things, again, don't go the way we're planning to, just understand there's a solution for everything. So you need to develop long-term thinking. 3 to 5 years minimum. 3 to 5 years minimum. That's what you need to develop. If things don't go right in your first 30 days, if things don't go right in your first 60 days, don't quit. Quitters will never win, and winners never quit. You understand that?
Yeah.
So you need to develop this long-term thinking, understand that this is a business, there will be things that are out of our hands, and you just need to master your emotions. What are you emotional about? You know, a good exercise right now would be to make the top 10 things that just bring you down emotionally. What are those top 10 things? And why do they bring you down? What is it that those items bring you down with? And then find a way to develop a winning attitude around that. And understand you're going to have good days and bad days here in the business. Moving forward,